Good morning, Padua, and welcome back to PATV Live, where we bring you all the latest news, weather, and sports. I'm Kailani.
And I'm Bri. Today is April 30th, 2025, and the last day to turn in your service hours.
Service hours for Padua are due into interview by the end of the day today. You need a minimum of 10 hours and 5 events to complete the requirements for an academic year.
For future service opportunities, pay close attention to any emails sent out by SIA or Ms. Kirilova. Make sure to stay consistent when putting in hours for interview.
Volunteering can prepare you for an entrepreneurship, and Bailey's business class was able to learn firsthand what it's like to run your own business.
On Monday in business class, we had a speaker. Darian Donovan from Sprinkles Bakery came in to talk about her experience starting up Sprinkles Bakery. She originally started her business during COVID. She started this in her kitchen with her sister out of her house. She talks about how social media was the main reason in which her business grew. She says the hardest times for orders are during the holidays, which there are many orders. She takes orders by calls, online, and in store. She also talks about her experiences with customers being rude. She says to just be nice and calm when talking to customers.
Thanks, Bailey. A great opportunity to help with the Padua community is participating in Student Council.
On Monday, Student Council had an interest meeting during AST. Ms. Horton, the STUCO leader, discussed about what Student Council is about and the requirements for Student Council.
With the application, there are some GPA requirements. You want to make sure that you don't have too many infractions or detentions, and essentially you're just representing Padua in the best way possible. And those students, we encourage all students to come out, but those are the things that we look for in our candidates.
She then talks about the responsibility as STUCO members and their impact on the school.
So Student Council is mainly responsible for events that we host, so any sort of dances, that's going to be under Student Council, any spirit assemblies or just assemblies in general, specifically Halloween is a big one.
Finally, she talks about her goals for Student Council to perform and how to make next school year memorable.
Our goals for Student Council next year are honestly the same as they are every year, which is to, get as much student input as we can and to just keep evolving our events so that they're interesting to the different grades, because as one grade leaves and another comes in, I feel like the desires do change ever so slightly.
For PATV, this has been Isabella signing off.
Thanks, Isabella. Reminder to those in AP classes, AP Study Day is this Friday.
Those in AP classes are expected to be in school, and those not enrolled in an AP are excused from class.
On the subject of APs, Mrs. Powers' AP seminar class completed their final IWA project
Over the
that
past
took
few
almost a
weeks,
month to finish.
Over the past few weeks, our AP seminar students have been finalizing their individual written arguments to submit to College Board, while also preparing for their final exam. This year, students have learned how to connect stimulus materials to their research topic and propose an argument followed up by evidence. Junior Juliana Manzi shared what this class has taught her and what the process has been like.
The process for writing for College Board was much more challenging, but also rewarding compared to a regular CP class at Padua. I'd say College Board has much more deadlines that are more prompt and more restrictions. By setting your own personal goals, I feel like it's easy to stay on top of your work, and yeah.
Along with the 2,000-word paper they have to write, students presented their argument in a 6 to 8 minute presentation. This project has taught students many skills throughout their time in the classroom. Juliana shared how these skills will help her in her future classes and in her future of writing papers.
I'd say I'd learned a lot more time management. I thought I had a really good time management skills, but once I got to this class, it felt like the deadlines were fastly approaching, so I had to come up with better ways of doing work that wasn't saving it all for the last minute. Also, very important critical thinking skills were definitely developed.
For PATV, this has been Riley reporting.
Wow, Riley, seeing everything come together is definitely a reward.
The CP Physics class has been hard at work on an experiment designed to deepen their understanding of friction. Let's hear more from Kailani.
Mr. Lawler's CP Physics class did an experiment before break where they were given a piece of wood and sandpaper, then had to find the initial friction on the piece of wood. Junior Caitlin Lieberstein talks about what they did during this experiment.
Yes, so we use sandpaper to measure the friction of a moving object.
In order to find the amount of friction, the students needed precise data to find the most exact weight of the unknown object. Caitlin talks about how they found the most precise data.
We used our phones to film and to make sure that everything was running smoothly.
At the end of the experiment, the students answered questions about gravity and friction, and also about how not having precise data can affect your results.
While students are experimenting in physics, they can also experiment with the baked potato bar at lunch.
That's right, Kailani. The cafe will have a loaded baked potato bar with bacon, broccoli, sour cream, and more.
There will also be options of chicken bacon ranch pizza or a French dip sandwich with au jus sauce.
With the warm lunch options, can we expect warm weather this week?
Hey Ava, what's the weather forecast out there?
Good morning, Pandas. Today is a mostly sunny day with temperatures hitting a high of 79 degrees and a low of 51 degrees. There will be a light breeze today with wind speeds hitting about 12 miles per hour. The best part of the day, however, is that the UV is going to reach a high of 8.5 at 1 p.m. So if your teachers take you outside for class today, make sure to put on some sunscreen. Well, that's all the weather for today, Padua. Have a wonderful Wednesday. And let's head into Regan and Bailey for the sports update.
Although they put up a good fight, they lost the final score of 2-19.
Tennis has also been busy. For spring break, they had a match against Conrad School at Conrad.
Both the teams, including Conrad, practiced for their matches and got together with teams to strategize for the match. Padua won the score 5-0. Great job to our girls.
Monday, they played against Brandywine High School. 7 Bengals out of 9 sets from our athletes.
This impressive show of strength secured their victory 5-0.
Today at 3:30, they take to the court against Wilmington Charter. Good luck, ladies.
Over in soccer, on Monday, varsity and JV took on Indian River.
Both teams shut out the opposing team, with varsity winning 7-0 and JV winning 1-0.
That's not all. Yesterday, JV took on Christiana and won 4-0. Great job.
Today, the varsity team will be playing against Caravel Academy at home at Abyssinia Stadium at 7.
Tonight is also senior night, where they'll be honoring their senior, Alexis Greenjack. Good luck, girls. Softball has been busy in their games.
April 28th, softball had a game against St. Mark's.
Although we lost, we still had some great catches by Lee Chesworth and Sophia Evans, as well as Eliana Hill scoring a home run. Good job, girls.
JV also played St. Mark's yesterday, winning with a score of 12-10. Great work, girls.
Today, varsity will travel to the Midway Soccer Complex to bat against Ursuline at 3.
JV will also step up to the plate tomorrow against St. Mark's at home, Randywood Fields at 3:30.
Monday, both varsity and JV lacrosse played Archmere.
Despite some amazing saves from goalies Cassidy Cordery and Rachel Abbott, neither team was able to secure the victory.
Today, they have a chance for redemption against Ursuline at home, Chase Fieldhouse.
Varsity plays at 3:30 and JV plays at 5.
They will also be busy later this week, traveling to DMA on Friday.
JV starts at 5:15 and varsity starts at 6:30. Let's get out to sport.
Finally, our track and field team had their senior night yesterday.
The seniors came out with impressive performances.
In the 200-meter dash, Abby Grillo finished third with a time of 27:53, and she kept it going in the 400-meter dash, finishing with a time of 58:81.
In the 800-meter run, Brianna Heffernan came in third, time 2 minutes and 22 seconds. She also came third in the 1600-meter run, time of 5 minutes and 19 seconds.
Tess Nicholas secured first for the team in the 3200 run with a time of 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
In the 100-meter hurdles, Natalie McGrillis has an impressive third place, a time of 20.62 seconds.
On the field, Elsie Walsh came first on pole vault, reaching a height of 12.9.
Shout out to all of the track and field seniors, Lydia Fowler, Abigail Grillo, Nana Heffernan, Natalie McGrillis, Tess Nicholas, Madeline Peake, and Elsie Walsh.
Thank you for all your hard work for the team, and good luck wherever you go.
Well, that's your sports update for today, Pandas. This has been Bailey
and Regan, giving you the scoop on sports. Thanks, girls. Well, Padua, that's all we have for you today. Make sure to stay informed, stay involved every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This has been Kailani
And Bri. See you next week for more
PATV.